Hello, cat. Hello, kitty. He can't. He probably can't hear us. He just doesn't understand who we are, so like doesn't care.
Lael will be played by a cat now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there are Kitsune and that's Pathfinder. Never mind.
Tabaxi.
There's
That's what you
Tabaxi, yeah.
Oh, they copied. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
Kitsune are foxes.
yeah.
Close
Unlike
enough.
the people who made Pathfinder, the people who make D&D are not weebs. They're furry.
Except
Are you
that
sure about that?
Cat boys and cat girls are not weebs.
They're not weebs. They're furries. That's the difference.
All I'm going to say is that there's a dedicated monk class.
I also would like to point out they made owl.
Yeah.
They also made owl people and turtle people.
Yeah, furries.
I guess.
Oh, turtle monks. You could have a whole turtle monk gang.
I mean, what are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans other than furries? Apparently,
I was thinking weebs, but okay.
Yeah. Being that they're ninjas. Am
Well,
I cutting
before we
off?
nerd out too much.
no, I can hear
That's
you. You're fine.
Okay, because of the blinking red light.
I mean, at the same time, it's an American cartoon, so I don't know. You really had to stretch for the. I don't remember. What was it? Shredder was a. Yeah, I can't remember. I never know there's an anime version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I just can't remember what it
Shredder
was.
was apparently the head of a ninja clan.
Depends on which one you're watching.
His weapons are basically gauntlet blades, which are not traditionally. It's weird.
I mean, he is the least stealthy member of his clan.
Yes.
Also, on one hand, he's also an alien like Krang was. On the other one, he's Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. So,
Which is his best role.
you really gotta take it which one you want. The alien invader.
I think in most versions he's human. Most versions.
I don't know. The longer running one would be the newer one where he's the alien Krang guy.
Dang, they really just throw everything at the wall.
That's why. That's why that movie is so great.
The last one I saw was Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I watched the one. I watched the one that was the '80s version meets the new 2000 somethings version.
No,
so you had Krang in the Technodome meets the Krang version of Shredder. It is amazing. I love it.
I actually like the Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was actually pretty good.
I didn't even know that was a thing that happened.
Yeah, and the fights. The fight Batman versus Shredder. It's a brutal fight.
Please tell me Batman won.
Batman survived.
Oh. So Shredder is officially stronger than Batman.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a rematch, so there's that. But yeah.
Of course, that's how storytelling works.
Yeah.
Batman's weaker than everybody. He pretty much everybody he fights. See, the problem is they don't kill him. Then he's fought them once. He's seen what they do. He prepares and then he destroys them.
Yeah, he goes back to the cave. He throws a tire around for a bit, and he comes back.
Yeah, he figures out how he's got to adjust.
I mean, you'd be surprised how strong a tire with a rope can make you. Apparently,
very.
That is relatively.
We call
accurate,
this body weight exercises with assistance.
I mean, failing that, it's a tire and a sledgehammer. There's a lot of tire plus X workouts that apparently make you a badass super fighter.
Oh,
Anyway.
That's that CrossFit.
Now that we've nerded out enough, go ahead, get started this lesson.
Yeah. D&D. Hi everybody. We're back here at the the city of Greyhawk, 5th edition, Into the Wild Coast, as we are following several character subplots, including one that led to the to an abandoned, not so abandoned crypt with a giant devil watcher that the players managed to slay. Called did you just lick the cat?
No, I did not lick the cat.
I swear to God, you were like, eh.
Keep that in mind for the rest of you, though. If Lessons catches you doing anything on camera, he's going to call you out.
I mean,
This
it's
is not
it's
that
it-
kind of stream. Thank you
Yeah, I
very
know.
much.
Yeah, I know it's just so weird. It's like, what the fuck's going on here?
I'm trying to copy paste something fast way, but the cat's in the way. I'm holding down Control plus V, so
How
I have to
convenient.
like look like this so I can actually hit the V.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm playing Lale, who was not here last week. I'm assuming Lale has been off to the side somewhere for the
Yeah.
entire adventure, and we just haven't panned the camera to him. And he's like,
He
"Oh,
didn't
you
get
guys
through
handle
the
it. You're
door.
good."
Yeah. He was just
I
in the
don't know.
corner.
We'll figure that out, I guess.
He was in the corner somewhere, trying not to get hit by the anti-magic
The
field.
worst luck in the world and never hit anything. But also
I mean-
never got hit. So it evened out.
I mean, that would be my luck in this game.
So we have Leo, the monk, who just popped up again, probably inside the what's the mansion? The what's the spell that Gar activated?
Tiny Hut?
Tiny Hut. Yeah, yeah. Not what's his name? Mordecai's magnificent.
Yeah,
Mansion.
yeah.
That's
Not the
another
other one.
Not the other one. Then we have Pendrin.
Hey, I'm here. I'm a little burnt, but no longer. Because fire resistance plus long rest. Either way, Barracat, that's me, the character. Eloquence Bard. Very strong, apparently, in the subclasses. But seems fine. Still has not gotten to perform because we took an entire session to do this dungeon, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
2 days. It was supposed to be 2 days.
Then we have Justin.
Yes, indeed. I am Justin. I am here playing Marcus Klein Ollivander, a lovely, lovely nobleman who's just trying to deal with someone causing trouble for his family. In this process of his life, he has become a warlock. Fathomless, and yeah, I'm gonna actually pose a question here that might really affect the story too. There was a lot of fire being thrown around. Do we now know that our bard is not a human?
It's certainly
That's me.
suspicious.
That's me. My intro is done.
Okay, that is something that you can explore. Although his clothing is still intact because that's how resistance
Physical
works.
fire
Yeah,
and
it-
resistance.
Physical
So
Yeah.
clothing.
Unless you're playing, if you're playing another game, maybe you can lose your clothing to fire. But here, usually it is. An earlier version of D&D, you certainly could
Yeah.
end up naked. You know.
Switch to a DBZ system. The less clothing we have, the more powerful we are.
Yeah. Next up, we have Griffin.
Yep, Griffin. I'm playing Baron Kicks the Shield, who is wearing all of his clothing, and he's just happy to be here, honestly, participating. He's a cool and calculating individual, and he has an immense ego,
And happens to be a dragonborn.
and is a dragon.
Yeah. And last but not least, we have Raktus, also known as Theta,
Yep.
also known as Gar.
Yep. Eminently and always, Gar.
Who is a total necromancer.
Total necromancer, in fact.
Yep.
But somebody might figure that out one day, that I'm not human.
that'd be crazy.
How would we know?
I'm
That'd
actually
be-
a bear pretending to be a turtle.
Bearcat?
Are you a cat pretending to be a bear, pretending to be a turtle?
This man's neither bear nor cat.
He's Man Bear Pig.
Oh, that's just incorrect.
He's a nut.
That's no
Hard
comment.
to crack. Hard to crack. Anyway, so after you emerge from the tiny hut after 8 hours, you see the bodies, well, what remains of the ghouls that got consumed by the fire. You don't see any remains of Ardor, the demon that attacked you, because when devils, I keep confusing the two. devils and demons and other types of extraplanar creatures, once they're killing the prime material, they just disappear in various ways.
His name was Ardor?
Ardor, yeah, with 2 R's. At least that's the name that he called himself.
Oh.
It may have another name, but that's for you to find out somewhere else. So what are you gonna do? Oh, and the 2 flying skulls just fucked off. They just flew away.
Oh, we're prepared for him now.
You know, how did they fly in here in the first place?
We're fresh and ready to go.
Well, it has been 8 hours since they flew away.
Well, hopefully they didn't go too far and we can get rid of their evil once and for all. It's a shame that there's not really much evidence here of, like, who precisely did this or why.
I would actually want to work with Gar to see if we can actually configure evidence. So we're not just going, we killed a devil, we killed the devil. Where? We got a name.
Yeah, you did notice that somebody or something. There was a magical effect in this corner right here. Like a door opening and closing, like a mystical or magical door, and then nothing.
Yeah, so is there any way that in combination me and Gar can check around the space to try and add validity to the information that we have?
Well, you do have the still glowing sigils on the floor.
Yeah, the book got destroyed. That was the thing I was originally looking for.
Yeah, but the sigils are still there. There seems to be some kind of summoning circle.
I think I will document the sigils.
Okay.
What do I know about the summoning circle with the 27?
Basically, it's a summoning circle for devils. Particularly, probably was a summoning circle that was used to bring the particular devil that you fought. And as a hierarchical aspect of it, it actually has several of popularly known names of archdevils, including Beelzebub and Asmodeus, written into it. If you know Infernal, if you don't, that's.
I do not.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Oh no, I have Abyssal.
Well, you can read all writing though.
Oh yeah, I can read it.
And this is writing, so.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Cool.
which language?
Infernal.
Infernal.
Oh man, I definitely can't read that. Nope.
Yeah.
Can Marcus speed Aquan?
Yes.
Okay. Something we both got.
I will
instant enemy of the certain people, but yeah.
Yeah. Don't speak Aquan to those people that live in water, because apparently they're hypocrites.
Actually, interesting point. If I am fully submerged, anyone who is fully submerged can understand my speech, and I can understand theirs.
Yeah, unfortunately, most of their speech sounds like.
Oh no! Like I properly understand it. It's not like part way.
I could say like 5 more words. Also, we lost your camera again.
I saw that.
Welcome to last week.
I've done everything in my power to adjust this, aside from what I'm waiting on, which is my new computer. Like,
Get it all sorted by then.
I'm fine with that. Because then I'll have 2 up and running. And
I mean, you're not lagging anymore, so it's not like your voice is going bad. It's just your camera.
It's the problem is again with it's trying to pick. It's just forgetting that my camera's connected. Either way, we continue.
So yeah, that's all you find here, and of course because of the fire, all the clothing that the ghouls had been completely destroyed. In fact, there's barely any flesh left to the ghouls. But you did find family names that match the names of the last name of the family. So there's that. And no other bodies in the crypt. So were the bodies consumed, disposed of? You have
What
no idea.
remains of the ghouls themselves?
Mostly bones.
Skulls?
Yeah. I mean, basically a skeleton because everything else got burned away by.
Yeah, I don't care about that, as long as it's a skull. Sure, I'll pick up a
Yeah.
skull and I'll cast Speak with Dead on it.
Convenient.
Speak with Dead.
This could be incredible evidence.
I will go ahead and take a bet right now that the ghouls that we just fought were, in fact, the inhabitants of the sarcophagi.
Yeah.
Though, maybe a little too much flesh for that. I don't know.
I mean, pointedly, though, they were up and about when we entered the room, which was just moments before, or moments after the sound of somebody teleporting in or out, yeah. So they would have seen whatever the hell that was.
Give them the ask. I'm excited.
Okay, so I'll start asking questions. Are you going to ask questions now?
Yeah, well, that's why I cast a spell, yeah. I have 5 questions.
What?
I was waiting for your introduction, though. It was usually you say something like, hello, or whatever, I don't know.
The room goes dark, its eyes begin to glow. It goes, ack, 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 ack.
So we've only done this once before, so I was waiting for whatever you were going to do.
No, I'm waiting for you to ask your questions.
Okay. Yeah, last time the dude introduced himself. That's why I was confused. Who was in the room before we entered?
The master.
Alright, I see where we're going now. Name the dude that was in the room before we entered.
So tired of.
And that was the guy that Marcus was after, right? That was an out-of-character question and not one of the 5.
Yes, that is correct.
Remember that they can give information, but it's usually answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive.
Right. That's why I wasted 2 questions on one answer. Also, they only know the things that they knew, and they don't know new information either.
They got 2, 3 remaining.
Right. I'm just thinking how to phrase questions now. The point is, I can keep casting the spell. It's not a big problem. Sorry, what was the guy's name again? I have it written down on my character sheet too. I just wasn't there.
Tired of. It's strange.
Toredo, wasn't it? Toredo?
Yeah, tired, yeah. Tired.
No, we specifically moved away from that last pronunciation you just said. Toredo or something like that. Yeah. Did Toredo create the portal?
Yes.
Alright, so not talking to the skeleton for this one moment. I'm on question. I have 2 questions left, I believe. Not talking to the skeleton when I say this to myself. Internal monologue, I guess. The only safe way. So that means that Toredo created the portal, and Toredo jumped in through it, which means that he has a pact with demons of some sort.
Yeah.
So next question would be... Oh crap, did that guy tell me his name, or did he not tell me his name when I was bullshitting at him?
Well, I'll give you a name. Ardor.
Ardor, the hell demon.
The devil, yeah. The devil watcher, yeah.
Right, when I was telling him that I fought Orcus and whatnot. Did Toredo summon Ardor?
Yes.
How did Toredo create the portal?
To use his magic.
Yep, what would I expect from a dumbass dead guy?
He knows that he used magic, so that's...
Right. I just was hoping that maybe the dude was like a servant when he was alive or something, and like, oh yeah, I collected these materials for him, or he grabbed the book from the sacred bookery. I don't know.
Why not ask, like, is there...
It's too late. We're out of questions. I threw the skull.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Why do you not
Such
bring
a
it with
play.
us so we have proof, and additionally, so that maybe someone else could ask questions as well.
Welcome to Greyhawk. They don't super enjoy necromancers around here.
I mean, you could give him the skull to a cleric. They would cast a spell.
Yeah.
Explaining where you got the skull might need to be a little bit
Sure.
lower.
Let me add a second skull to my current inventory.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the other skull and hope we don't get them mixed up in some sort of comical mix match later on.
You can put a bow on it or something.
Yes, I'll
Turn one
put
of them
a
into a mug you'll never forget.
I'll put a small child's bow on top of the skull. Oh crap, was that the little girl I killed earlier today, or was that the...
The world will never know. So, I suppose at least we have our evidence and at least answers. This man is out on the loose and has an 8-hour head start on us now.
Well, to be fair, he also went to hell, so there's that.
You're positive about that, right?
Well, the demon was in hell, assumedly, and he came from
Mhm.
there.
Well, actually, no. I mean,
Oh.
Barakat recognizes the spell.
I do.
Yeah, it's a dimension door. He dimmed
Ah,
door away.
okay. He
So he
doored
could have
away.
just gone up above to the surface then.
Yeah. Well, it's a range of 500 feet, so yeah.
Okay, so that demon was just hanging about within the range of a dimension door.
Hold on.
Wasn't going anywhere.
I am curious about something. Is teleportation an interdimensional space?
Depends on the spell.
Okay.
It would be
What-
different dimensions by different forms of teleportation or
Cool.
transportation.
In that case, is it feasible to say that this individual possibly shunted himself onto the ethereal plane because when you put planar into planar, bad things happen?
Probably not, no.
Well, he didn't do it within the space of the circle.
Okay, cool.
That's why keeping where your character is at, that's where he did it. The circle is here.
If I'm thinking correctly, Justin, are you thinking of Nightcrawler right now?
No, not one bit.
Okay, because that's how Nightcrawler teleports. Nightcrawler just goes into another dimension, moves a little bit, and then jumps out into real space
No,
again.
it's
We
it's
had
one
Minecraft
of
and Half-Life to that list.
it's one of the greatest sort of like last sort of plays if you cannot win a fight is to drop a portable hole into a bag of holding.
Well, yeah, no, I know about that. It's just like, I know some teleportation is like, you leave the material, enter the astral, and then re-enter the material. But most of it's literally just, no, you just poof, you're there.
Yeah.
But
I just wanted to
what
confirm.
Leo does is the stepping into shadow. Literally, he steps into the demi-plane of shadow
Mhm.
and comes back. If you're
Hi, guys.
blinking, you blink into the ethereal. And I think teleportation can be just poof, or it can be through the astral, depending how you describe.
Right, I mean, like Misty Step, though, it doesn't do that. Misty Step is just, boom, you're there.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of, is Lael there right now? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can drop your token there. That's-
I wasn't sure yet because we didn't really determine.
Well, you woke up from the coma.
What do you mean, come? I've been on this side the entire time.
I think it
You
makes
really-
sense that
The side of
Leo
what?
that Leo guessed where we went.
You really should look, like to your left sometimes.
I've been standing against a wall 90% of this day. What are you
You should
talking
have seen
about?
him bend. He fit into that space.
I mean, I could have been
been.
behind you that whole time.
I was cramped into a corner. It's
Well,
literally the cornerstone of how I was trying to make this fight happen.
Well, it's still good that you're here, but I think we should probably make our way out about now.
Is everybody okay? Did I miss anything?
I mean, are we even done down here? I don't think we've explored the entire place
We
yet.
haven't gone down the south area that curves out, which is mirrored
Right.
from
We
where
have a circle to go in here.
Yeah, 'cause we can't really go back the other way.
Yeah, we have to go
We
down.
could actually.
I'm willing to go forward. I don't
think
fear
we
what's
can,
down here.
Actually, I mean, we could
Alright.
maybe try.
I mean, why would we be able to go back the way we came?
Just mantle up this.
The door fell.
The door fell.
It was closed in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd require a lot of strength.
Oh,
like,
you mean the way that you broke in?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was thinking the immediate way we came in.
It's very likely that the same sort of trap exists in this area, so we should try to be careful. I will go ahead and open this door.
Make sure that the light actually blocks your passage.
Yeah, I think it is appropriately right now.
Yeah.
Marcus, would you mind getting up here with me, just in case something decides to fall from the ceiling and crush my head?
Not at all.
I'd
And
like
I
someone
will,
to see it first.
I will get up there with kicks. And because of
Also,
figuring
light
browser
is probably
switch
a thing we should do.
The what now?
The light cantrip.
Oh yeah. Giving people light. That would be good.
Generally a good idea.
I was actually going to request, don't give me light, but I'll follow behind.
Just throw it on Kix' shield.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Same as
the
always.
most appropriate thing, yeah.
So we're gonna give you just light for yourself, basically. You're
Yeah.
I'm a candle.
Put a torch on him, whatever.
So are we going to, is this the way we're going? This way here?
Yes.
Hmm.
And once light's set up, I'll go ahead and ask, what does this little area look like? And what's
you
happening?
see a small pile of treasure, coins, and some other things. It's relatively small, and there seems to be chests in the light, but they seem to be open. Like somebody took the stuff that was in chests and just threw it in the middle of the room. Like, yeah, looking for something, but you don't know what that is.
Anybody wanted?
Is trapped.
Yeah, that was actually about to ask. As we do that, I also reach in with my one good arm. I reach and grab the darts that I'm assuming I have like around my belt, and I give them to Kix because I saw you throwing some javelins before. You might need these.
Oh, thank you. How many of what am I getting here?
See, I actually have the number. We're losing them as we do fights. I have 5 left.
5 darts. Okay, I'm adding them to the list. What's their damage, real quick?
Well, for me, it's kind of weird because they get a +8, but I think it's like normally like a D4.
Okay.
1d4 plus their finesse, so you prove your strength or dexterity, whichever is higher. Or whichever you decide to use. You could nerf yourself.
I'm sorry, how do you get a +8?
I have a 5 dex with the thing goes up, so like it's like a +8 for like a lot of my attacks because I'm using dex for everything.
Yeah, but that's to hit, not to damage.
Yeah. That's why
My hit is +9. My damage is +8.
Because if it's just dex, then it'll be 1d4 plus 5, not +8.
Yeah.
So unless you have something else adding to it.
No, I don't.
No. It's 1d4 plus 5 damage. Unless they're magical, or you have an ability that lets you double your damage or something like that.
I'm gonna have to double check now because it's been like that since I made the character.
Oh my gosh, sharpshooter.
Yeah,
Sharpshooter darts. Yeah, I do like over 20 damage just throwing this dart.
Yeah, sharpshooter throwing weapons is weird.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna stay away from that.
Yeah,
there it is.
The problem with it is that
Right.
thrown weapons are not technically ranged weapons. They just have the thrown property, so they don't actually benefit from the -5 +10. Raw.
Well, what a shame. I'll have to get Great Weapon Master or something then.
But usually people are pretty like, yeah, sure, that'll just work.
Mhm.
You know?
So, Marcus,
not like a
what do
huge
your eyes say? Is this some sort of weird trap that somebody's elaborately set up under the guise of being incredibly messy?
Do I notice anything that leads me towards that recollection?
Just a pile of mostly crap, basically. There's coins there. There seems to be weapons. Now that you look closer, you do notice the glint of a dagger, but it's pretty shiny. I mean, it catches the light in a way that a normal weapon should not.
I'll point that out.
Mhm.
But I will use Mage Hand to pick it up.
Okay, when you pick it up and you bring it closer to you, you realize that the dagger, it looks like somebody took a piece of the edge of a broken mirror and wrapped part of it in like leather to make it into something like a dagger or a knife.
Yeah.
But closer inspection shows that the reflection of your face, it's perfect. Right, there's no smaller cracks in the face of the dagger. It's also both sides. So if it's being broken by a mirror, usually there will be some kind of backing, card, wood or something like that. But there's nothing. It's perfectly symmetrical. And the back, it's straight back. So it's a one edge dagger, right? One sided dagger. Not side, but edged.
A knife, I think that.
A knife, yeah.
Hmm.
And
That's really
even when you look at yourself, you look at your face, even when you pull in and pull back, it doesn't it almost always attempts to keep your face inside the image of the dagger. I mean, it's like yay big, right? It's more like a dagger because of length rather than a knife will be probably a little shorter, right?
I think this is something we identified because that's this seems like it's definitely something special.
Right. I think, Gar, would you do the honors?
Of what?
Identifying this weird dagger.
Yeah, sure. Done and done. Detect, identify.
Okay. It's magical, and it is a +1 dagger. And it's known as Mirror's Edge. It has finesse. It can be thrown up to 30 feet, but only 30 feet. It actually doesn't have the second value 30, 60, just 30 feet.
Okay.
Any target that you hit, you can do 2 abilities, each one of them once per long rest. The first one gives you a mirror image on whoever's wielding the dagger, not holding it, not in your person. You have to be wielding it. All the abilities are used when you wield it. So you cast as the lowest level of mirror image. The second one is when you throw it, you can actually do an additional up to 5d4 plus 5 damage on a single target. 4d4 of that damage is psychic. Essentially, an illusory dagger sort of spring up and they all go to the target.
How much damage was that?
5d4 plus 4. With 4d4 of that being psychic damage. Psychic illusory damage. And you can do that once a day. And you can, once you throw it to a target within 30 feet, you can, as a bonus action, you can retrieve it. The dagger will come back to your hand.
That sounds pretty exciting.
It's a +1 dagger, +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
It sounds very useful if we can grab it.
Well, Marcus has it in his mage
In
hand
hand
for
at the moment.
Yeah.
Is there any?
It has to be attuned, by the way.
Have we determined if there are any traps or anything in that area with the other treasure?
Doesn't seem to be any traps. You do notice that the back wall here, it seems to be very similar to the other one. So it has a little at the bottom, like it's been moved, like the wall has made contact with the floor in a way that's not actually, part of it, like it's come down.
Huh.
Yeah.
So same issue on this side too. I guess we may as well give it a try, pull it up, and make sure everyone gets past it then.
And there's a bunch of coins.
Oh, yeah. throw all the
Yeah, we
coins in bag.
loot the stuff. Might as well.
Okay, we're gonna make 3 rolls. The first roll is gonna be 46.
Who wants to take custody of this?
I'll do it. I've been writing everything down anyways.
Mm.
There you go. Let's
So
do it right now.
46.
Can't wait for it to be the one-eyed Willy trap.
3,451
Of what type?
copper. And make a second roll 3d6. 314 silver pieces and another 3d6. 425 gold pieces and 2d6.
Oh, we getting platinum?
Yeah, you get 42 platinum pieces.
But what about Electrum?
No electrum.
Nobody likes Electrum.
I'll take all the Electrum then.
All right, I will note this down in a second here.
Yeah.
Also, before you make the strength rolls, let me know because I'm gonna do bard stuff.
Yep. We're waiting on that.
Yeah, let me just throw this down and hit in 1 inspire too.
There we go. So Kix could probably go ahead and do this on his own. He has advantage already and double carrying capacity.
Well, if he has advantage already, it doesn't matter. But
Well, advantage would just be like somebody helping me. So now Kix gets to do it on his own. Let's go.
If it's talking about the lifting, it's not on your own. Tentacle.
Okay.
26 strength.
Yeah,
So-
between the two of you. But you have to keep it up, which is easy. But you know that somebody has to keep it up, otherwise it'll close behind.
Yeah, and Kix is the one to do it.
I'll keep the tentacle. I'll keep the tentacle there, and I'll move it as soon as you're done, so don't blow your back out.
All right, everybody, get moving. Ah!
Shall we? Do you want me to take point?
Move.
I got dark vision. I can see.
I also can hide and shit.
Well, you heard the monk. He can hide in shit.
True.
Are we
It's
going this way or the other way? The other way, okay.
Well, how tall is this wall? Is it like easily climbable?
This area is about 10 feet at most. But the wall is rather irregular.
We can
I mean, these
probably
not-
make that.
Well, I mean, we came from right there.
Yeah, we came from over here.
No, I mean, you can literally see the light or the top of the door frame
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we haven't been down this way.
Probably not a ton down here, but
I mean, you don't
let's take a
know.
look.
They put a light source right here. There's probably a reason.
Okay, so down here is a dead end. Down this way is a thing that goes lower, it seems. Yeah. So this goes lower this
Assume
way.
that I'm following. I'll be right back. You won't be able to
Okay.
tell the difference much because camera is not active.
Yep. So maybe there is more to this. Let's find out. Boop.
Okay. Things are in treasure tracker.
How are you carrying all that copper pieces? Because that's a lot of copper if you're carrying it all.
What's the weight of a single copper piece?
Basically, all coins are more or less weigh the same.
What's the weight of a single coin?
0.02 copper for copper.
And how many copper coins are there?
3,400 something.
Dragging it along the ground in a
So
bag.
68 pounds of coins. So what's your
Like 70
carry
pounds.
weight?
Kix's is a lot.
Oh yeah, for
I
like
thought-
the
I thought
next
you were carrying it.
minute.
Okay.
Oh, for the next
50
hour.
coins equals
writing it
1
down.
pound. More
I
or
was just
less.
writing it down.
Right, but what I'm just saying is, how much weight can you carry? Whoever's carrying it.
Also, volume as well. I mean,
Yeah, I think
Unfortunately, the
volume
game only
real
cares
issue.
about weight. I don't write the rules.
Though I guess we do have like backpacks.
I mean, we carry bodies around here, and you want to talk about volume weight.
Better back myself real quick. One moment.
So it's 2 pounds for every 100.
Well, if it's 0.02 pounds per coin, and it's 3,400 coins. I mean, we could just round it up to 4,000 or I guess probably 5,000.
Well, we can round it up to 3,500.
Right, but not just the copper, because there's like 400 of other coins and plus. Just say 4,500. That comes to what? About 90 pounds. Let's say about 90 pounds. But I don't know what Kix's carrying capacity is because I don't run Kix.
He has strength 20.
Right, but I don't know how much he's carrying already because Kix also tends to carry multiple weapons and his armor and etc. I mean, I don't know what the tiers are of character strength. I have 16 strength.
Carrying weight is weird.
No. I mean, I don't know which of us is stronger. Like, Kix would be on the top with 20.
Yeah, Kix is strongest, followed, I think, by you.
I don't know Marcus's strength, is what I'm saying. I'd assume
I
that
don't think it's that high.
I'd assume that you're above Lael, because Lael's probably all dexterity.
That is correct.
I don't know. I have 8 strength, and not like.
All right, maybe you're on the tier with Lael then.
Yeah.
My strength is 12.
Also, Lael has one
Oh.
arm, so maybe we shouldn't throw him in and carrying all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's tie this bag around Lael's neck. Hold it in your teeth.
I could do that.
Like millstone.
Wouldn't be a lot of talking going on then, would there?
I mean, I could just... Is it dark enough where I could just teleport up there?
Well, we're talking about
Yeah.
money weight right now. How much weight can you carry, Griff?
What's the calculation? Did you pull it up?
Well, I'm asking what you don't know how much weight you can
About-
carry.
I don't know offhand. No.
It's about 85 pounds in weight total.
I have 20 strength. That's all I know.
All right, I think I have the player's
I
handbook
multiply
open
by
around here
50.
somewhere.
So you can carry like 300 pounds minus your current gear.
Which is, of course, heavy armor right now and a
Yeah.
bunch of
and
different
other
weapons.
shit.
I could
So-
probably handle an extra 60.
Yeah, you could probably handle somewhere between 50 and 100.
Right, which is literally the amount that we're talking about.
All right.
And
so
then we can split the rest among people.
Kix is the pack mule now.
Right. Because even I can carry like 120 pounds of stuff. And it doesn't include your character's weight, so. I think we're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So everything down here is a dead end, we think. We see.
Where have you gone? Let me go back to the map.
There's this couple little things right here, but aside from these cubbies, yeah, this looks like dead end. It's just cavern.
Is there a perception check on the caverns? Like, maybe there's something, like, hidden that we can find.
You could search around if you want, for sure.
You're asking
Maybe
the wrong
there is.
person, but I will try.
Well, yeah, I mean, Marcus, maybe you should help.
I mean, between Marcus and Gar, they don't see anything in particular.
Okay. So it's carrying capacity is what? Strength multiplied by 15?
Yeah, multiplied by 15.
I'm actually not
we're at
horrible.
120 or 180 for Lael. 240 for Gar, and I don't know Marcus. But
There was
Probably.
nothing. There was nothing down here, right?
50 or something.
Nope.
Yeah, there's nothing down there.
Okay.
Suppose it's back to the foyer then.
Yeah.
Also, probably means encountering those skulls, so be on guard.
Did we go
I
north?
don't know when they'll pop up. Yes, we went north
yeah.
previously.
Right. That's where the entrance was.
That's
That we. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
don't.
I remember now.
It
And
could be around any corner.
Marcus is coming along with us.
Well, Marcus also has dark vision, so he's literally not lost on us.
Yep.
Well, then I guess we are done down here.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Well, just be careful the pile of bones out there. Every single time we pass it by, they always pop up.
Well, there's that giant, thing. It's in the middle of the room, which is probably a way to turn off the magic or whatever, but we were, in a hurry to get out of there, so we never...
Let's see what we can do. Kick steps into the room. And he looks to see if skulls are suddenly moving and going ack-ack.
I mean, I don't know if you're looking at the cameras, but the GM has, shrugged and shaken his head twice.
Alright, Kix proceeds forward. Well, it seems clear so far.
I feel like, wait, we've been here before.
Yes, we're leaving.
Ah, Lael, you come out of the coma.
Wait, we're leaving? We're not pursuing further?
There's nothing else here. We've been in a circle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought maybe we missed something.
Oh, your wife and kids have missed you, Lael. Oh,
I,
wait. That was too dark of a joke. I just remembered your wife and kids are dead.
Wow.
Oh no. Oh,
actually,
Darn, what if someone said that about your wife and kids? Where are they? Anyway?
I'm actually not married. My sister is the one that's dead. The rest of my family is dead.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's frowned upon.
turns
Okay.
out Whale is dreaming, and all of this is his dream. Just
We've
hasn't
been there
waken up yet.
before, no.
He's been dreaming 13 years of his life or whatever.
God, I'm
God,
really,
that'd suck, wouldn't
really
it?
trying to remember the
Yeah, it
name
would.
of the gift that you get once you get into a coma and you shake hands with somebody and suddenly see their future. God, Christopher Walken movie. I just can't remember the name.
Premonition?
You don't know what I'm talking about? It's a famous
The
movie.
last episode of St. Edward's or whatever it was?
No, he gets into a
That
car
Elmo
accident.
Fire.
No,
St. Elmo.
he gets into a car accident, and then when he comes out of the coma, he shakes hands with his nurse, and he sees her caught in a fire or something like that. It's
That sounds like Unbreakable.
the Dead
to me.
Zone, or something like that. Really, nobody?
Never seen it.
It's a very God. They remade it into a TV show, for God's sakes.
Oh yeah, I remember the TV show, but not the movie.
Alright, I'm going to queue up the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater theme as everyone goes up the incredibly long ladder.
Yep.
What a thrill.
Doot, doot, doo, doo, doo.
Kix will wait until everyone else goes up and go up last, just in case something is ambushing. Probably not, but that's what we'll do.
When we go back outside, I will take more books to sell.
Okay.
So I just gather up. Since I know how much I can carry, I gather up 50 pounds of books.
That's again now that I think would be difficult because it's not weight, it's where the hell you're gonna store them.
That's a good point. All right, I gather up 10 books.
Yeah. You probably have your backpack full, and then from that you're sort of
Not like I carry
Picked up
anything
an
else.
entire
School
bookshelf.
flashbacks, though.
Yeah.
10 books in a backpack? You really gonna do that to your back, Lael?
No, but we're gonna sell these for money. No.
I suppose so. We do need a better source of income. Robbing a bunch of gold.
To be fair, this is how most barons get their gold, by robbing things first.
Well, I was hoping that they would have to be terrifying enemies of the state who run a terrible dark cult and use it to profit off of others. But, I guess beggars can't be choosers right now.
True.
I mean, you did fight somebody. Well, not somebody. You fought the forces. Somebody who was summoning devils.
Mm-hmm. Right, but they need to have more money. We need to rob a rich devil.
I gotta say, the Roll20 has turned this map into a pretty amazing painting on my end. I don't know what's going on what y'all is seeing, but
Oh yeah, it's gone full impressionist for you.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm seeing it fine here.
Yeah, it just hasn't loaded in.
It looks like
it's been
something
this way the
out
whole
of
time.
Edgar Degas.
Look at you, Rob, actually knowing your art history.
I'm a history teacher. I should know a lot of things.
I'm just saying, I could put I could
One would
portrait,
hope, yeah.
put a portrait on the floor, get a bunch of paint, and just splatter that shit, and I could come up with this.
You might want to hit the reload button.
Nah, that's all right.
It'll happen eventually.
Gar got LASIK this morning, so he's
So yeah, you come out. The mansion is still abandoned, right?
Mhm.
8 hours plus whatever it took you in the fight. Actually, it took you about an hour.
I want to say
About
that
8
I've stared at this map so long. I bet you I'm gonna guess that's a fortress, isn't it?
Yes.
And that is a pyramid.
Promenade.
Is it not a pyramid? Okay. Well, fuck.
No.
Maybe I don't know where the hell I am.
I think
Yeah.
that one's the arena.
Yeah, that's arena.
This is the pyramid.
Oh, see, that's just a blur to me.
Yep.
So 10 hours down here. It's now mid morning. The next day.
Oh, it's
basically.
tomorrow. Okay. The
Yeah.
day of.
Oh man,
Mhm.
we're getting there.
You're running out of time, Barakat. 'Cause this is going to be in the afternoon, evening.
Go ahead and run if you need to, Barracat. We'll catch up. Marcus, I'll stick around with you for a bit if you're willing to look and see if maybe there's any tracks left behind. He had to have come to the surface to run away.
Mhm.
It probably leads to Greyhawk. But I'd just like to confirm it.
Well, it takes a while for you to find tracks,
Mhm.
but they're not the ones that are sort of this is. I mean, this is a garden that's being overrun, and it seems that he teleported. I mean, it takes you quite a while if you do the whole circuit because this is a big area. Eventually, you find a set of tracks behind a shed that just go south, and you follow those tracks for about 10 minutes, and then they turn into wolf tracks. So apparently, he had a horse ready to go.
Ah, now he's gone. And
Yeah.
continuing to head south after that point, right?
Mhm.
Well, he's fled.
Yeah.
Well, so much for that for now. But at least he's not going to the city immediately and causing any trouble we need to be concerned with.
And as you go back, I suppose you go back to the sleep giant inn. Leo, as you basically put all your books in on a table to figure out which ones are the ones that might be valuable and stuff like that. I did mention some of them were travelogues, right? One of these, and Gar also knows this immediately. It's a very old travelogue.
Ooh.
It's a travelogue of the Pomarch, but before it fell to the orcs.
Wait, so this is like pre-orc invasion empire?
Yeah,
Can I actually read through this? Is it? I'm assuming it's written in common.
it's written in common, yeah. Although it has a lot of Sewell words into it, so it's kind of hard to read.
It's old common.
Yeah, it's older common, yeah. But it has a lot of Sewell words here and there, like, that's just a mismatch of older common and Sewell language, which is Sewell language actually is old Sewell or ancient Sewell is used for legal terminology.
Yeah.
Right? Think of it as if you in post-Roman invasion, and the Normans are speaking French, and all the legalistic language is French, but the common people are speaking Old English.
Yep, sounds about right.
And Old English would be the common tongue that eventually would come to be English, right? With French influence, and then only the French terminology for legal terms of that was left over in the language, and some higher level terms that being introduced, like richer foods and swear words and stuff like that, right?
So we're basically dealing with a language that is not necessarily practiced anymore and has evolved over time with this book.
It's still recognizable. Like
Yeah.
we talk about probably about a century or so, right? So it's you can read in most of it, but there's sometimes a word or a term or the way it's written. Like the way, for example, used to be F became something else, right? You start with an F, which means a T or something like that, right? There's those aspects that this is a book that's been around for a while, right?
Can I? Is there anything of note or interesting in the book? Like, I guess what would be the role for that?
That would be an investigation.
Oh joy!
Did you say
I have
half
an
the
8.
book is in common and half of it is in school or something like that?
No, I said that there are a lot of Sewell terms.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you were reading a middle English term, middle book from a scholar, and would have a lot of French, old French. Like,
Yeah,
this is the word for this, right?
But
You would say castle, you would say.
I was just
Or
checking
something
in
like
because school is one of my languages.
Yeah,
Like-
you can see what it is, and it makes sense to you, but even then, it's still,
Man, your library book is so overdue.
It is, and I'm searching through it with my investigation. I'm just fascinated by the language, I guess, because I probably don't notice anything of note. This is probably something that could be valuable, at least from a historic perspective. Is there
Could be
anybody?
valuable to us from a current perspective. If we're interested in those lands and maybe doing raids on them in the future, it could indicate places that could be of significant material importance.
Wait, what lands are you talking about raiding?
By
Not
the
the-
Orcish lands to the south.
Not the giant desert that nobody comes back from, assumedly.
No,
That the
that's not what this
that
book
the
is.
Sewell came from.
This book was written somewhere in the 70s or 80s common year.
Oh, those hipsters.
Yeah. So it's actually about a century before your time.
And when did
That's
the orcs take
100
over?
The orcs took over around 513 common year.
So then this could have been written 500 years before the orcs took over, basically.
No, not 500 years. About 20 years before.
Oh, 20. Oh shit. Yeah, hey Kix, are you good at like investigating things?
Why, yes, and I've been looking for a good read.
Yeah,
Ever
read
since
this
you
and then
burnt all my books.
read this and then we'll send it out somewhere.
You foolish fool. Kix is literally the last person you had a book to.
Ah, but it's mine now, and now I'm evil with the 26.
When he starts losing weight, we're blaming you.
I've read this travelogue, and now I'm interested in other cultures.
One of the things you find is that this book it's a travelogue, and so it has a lot of notes on port facilities and roads, and has a lot of takes on the gold trade, right, in the area, and also has areas, especially in what's called the Draken Grabs, which Draken Grabs, which are the southern mountains in the. It has certain areas that are to be avoided, but one of them has a note that says basically dwarven question mark.
Interesting. So there might be
But-
holdouts there.
But that note is not. It's more recent.
Right.
It's like somebody opened the book and started reading. It's like, oh, they wrote a note on top of it. So it's clearly in common, modern common.
And if we take a look at it, there's actually a page with a strange map in Dwarven written in code. And now we get to decipher.
Does it lead to the Misty Mountain?
No.
But there is this strange picture of like a demon coming out of the rift. I'm sure that's perfectly fine.
Nothing wrong
So-
there.
So someone's made a recent note and is interested in this location. But of course, the house has been abandoned for how long?
4 or 5, 3 years or so.
Okay.
Well,
So
it's
maybe-
seemingly abandoned.